Yo, what is going on, guys? We're having a fantastic day today. So I got some news for the Philadelphia Eagles. A couple things I definitely want to go over. We have an update on the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson situation, and Isaac Seumalo has just signed a new contract.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
What is going on, guys? Hope it's on a fantastic day. So, yeah, the Chauncey Gardner news looks like it's coming along pretty nicely after, like, a couple days of a lot of quietness. And Chauncey's, I think coming into his own now to, take a lesser, yearly deal. Maybe not as much in money, but much in, maybe trying to prove himself for one more year. So more news is coming out on this whole entire thing. This from Pro Football Talk, that most likely this next deal will be a one-year deal with a team. Any team, really. So I think all teams around the league or teams that are interested in Chauncey Gardner-Johnson are willing to give him one-year deal. So on Spot Track, where you can check out what he is probably going to get, it looks like it's going to be $13 million, somewhere in that ballpark for 1 year. And to see if the Eagles will actually do this. Obviously, we kind of had him coming back. This has been, I don't think this is going to be another week of waiting for this signing to happen. But what made it more interesting, not even just that report, before these reports actually came out, Chauncey actually tweeted, yes, he actually tweeted at his agents with a smiley face with the sunglasses on. So something is going to happen within the next day or two. I'd probably expect that it's probably going to happen. And, I guess it makes sense. Like, how much longer are you going to wait here? So seeing that connected to these other reports, it looks like Chauncey is probably going to bet on himself for a one-year deal and see what happens. Because, if the Eagles, really, I don't see Chauncey signing anywhere else. Is Chauncey going to go for a really big one-year money deal for himself? Or does he want to go back to the place where he knows pretty much the whole secondary is back together again and he's pretty much the final piece? If you are a player that had success on a team and that secondary is still intact with Big Play Slay, with James Bradberry, and obviously playing, with Reed Blankenship as well, gotta say, this is where, he probably is thinking of coming back. Why wouldn't you want to come back where you think you're going to have more success to get that bigger deal? Now, I think even going into next year in 24, I think he'll actually, if he plays really well in 20 and 23, be a big chance the Eagles could re-sign him or promise to re-sign him by the end of this year. There's definitely some restructure contracts they could do to free up some money next year. So I'm not really worried about that. That much with the Jalen Hurts contract kind of looming at this point. But it looks pretty promising that something is going to get done the next 2 days. If Chauncey picks another team just because of maybe getting $13 million, which I'm actually shocked, which Spot Track could be wrong. He might not even get that. That's what he should be getting on a one-year deal. But if these other guys are getting paid 4 to 8, will he actually get paid $13 million for a one-year contract? Maybe, but I just don't feel that's going to happen. It might be a lot lower than that, but good chance here to see that, if Chauncey's, kind of putting the handle of his agency up there, and I even checked it out, it is his agency where his agents work and are working on getting him signed. And Howie Roseman's been very quiet the past couple days. Chauncey's been quiet the past couple days. Besides that tweet, you could have something going here with a deal in the process. So very excited for this. I hope, the Eagles are still trying. I hope they're not giving up. Look, they let Marcus Epps walk. They weren't letting two safeties walk out of the building. This is the last piece to your secondary. Go get this deal done because I feel like they're going to regret it. And if not, then maybe the draft plans do change where you have to go after Brian Branch, Jordan Battle, or somebody at safety going into, next season. So it could change a lot here, but I think you got to bring this guy back. I mean, this is one of the highest priorities for the Philadelphia Eagles. It was a high priority for the Eagles to re-sign Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I didn't think James Bradbury was going to be here. I didn't think that half of these moves were really going to happen, but I got a good feeling that they can get this deal done. I'd be shocked if he goes somewhere else, to be honest with you. Is he going to have more success on a rebuilding defense or something that doesn't have a lot of pieces? Or will he show himself a lot more being on a team that he was just with last year, which the secondary is still intact right now with your cornerbacks. And obviously Reed Blankenship is going to be the starter next year with some competition. We'll see how that goes. But Chauncey will be back at his original spot at safety with the team that he was very successful with at playing safety for 1 year. So I think there's some good things to take out of it. Let's just hold our breath and hope that, he doesn't sign anywhere else. I'm hoping he does come back. If Howie gets this guy signed, he is a genius. He deserves a statue in the front of Philadelphia. I don't care where it is. He deserves it because I didn't expect a quarter of these moves that are happening right now, and I'm shocked over it still. So seeing these tweets, at 10-something at night was really good to see that things are moving along, and Chauncey seems pretty happy with it. So we're going to find out more in the next coming days. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll maybe wake up and find some good news. Secondly, for the last news of this video is Isaac Seumalo. It looks like he has signed a 3-year contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Do not know the numbers yet. I even waited a few minutes to see if some numbers would come out. So on another video, I will come out with the numbers on this deal, which this move should give us a compensatory pick for next year. So I know you can only have like 4 picks from what it sounds like. So obviously, Miles Sanders should be hopefully a compensatory pick. Maybe it really depends on how much these guys get paid, how much time, and if they play at a high level as well. So it really just depends on what they do going into next year. But this should be a compensatory pick, which I'm really surprised over why Seumalo signed so late. I mean, this was a guard that played in the Super Bowl, and I felt like Seumalo should have been one of the first guards that should have been signed on the first day of the legal tampering period of free agency. But it never happened. I don't know why it waited this long. There was rumors of that Seumalo ended up hurting his foot outside the NFL, had a little accident with his foot or something. I don't know. That's probably not true, but there was rumors that he ended up getting injured. So we don't know the numbers to this contract yet, but this means that Cam Jurgens, our second-round pick, that was collaboration in picks with Howie and Jason Kelce, will be playing in between Jason Kelce and Lane Johnson. I'm glad that Kelce's going to take him under his wing and, another year until, Kelce retires, maybe after next year, and then Cam Jurgens will take over that center spot. But I would still cross-train Jurgens from guard to center. I mean, regardless, anyway, he should be playing both. But if he's going to be a pure starter at right guard, maybe it would be the right thing to do is make sure you have him at right guard. Jurgens did talk about this probably a month ago, probably 3 to 4 weeks ago, that if Kelce did retire, he would play center, and he says he has no problem playing the right guard position at all. Seems pretty happy about it, and you can't redshirt. I mean, even seeing Seumalo not sign for this long, I was like, there's no way the Eagles are paying him. I just don't see it happening. Cam Jurgens is waiting right there, and you can't redshirt Cam Jurgens for another year. And please don't make it an Andre Dillard situation where you redshirt him his first year, which they already did with Cam Jurgens. But hopefully Cam obviously is healthy, could stay healthy, has not been injured, but hopefully, the health, make sure he's good to go for the starting right guard spot, which is going to be big for the Eagles. I think he's going to do a really good job. Not like Cam Jurgens really didn't have any playing time this year because he showed they used him as an extra lineman in red zone as well. So they could use him, and obviously as a pure starter at right guard, I think he's going to play really well. I think he's going to play real tough. I think he might even be better than Isaac Seumalo, and hopefully not go off sides that much. That's what I'm hoping with this deal coming through. So really happy that this is done. So we have the answer on Isaac Seumalo. The Chauncey Gardner-Johnson situation is just going to be really interesting going forward. I just cannot see this guy playing anywhere else. And if he's only going to get a 1-year deal, play in the place that you're going to be successful. Where you know the coaches, you know the players. Why go to a defense that's rebuilding? Why go to another defense? Maybe there was rumors about the Broncos, maybe because Sean Payton's there now, and obviously Sean Payton likes Chauncey Gardner-Johnson a lot, so you never know what they could do with that. So, I'm hoping at the end of the day this gets done, and we complete this last puzzle to our secondary, and he proves himself, plays with a chip on his shoulder. It's business at the end of the day. So, I think if he signs with another team on a 1-year deal or for a lot of money, a big chunk of change, I'd be really shocked over it, to be honest. And not coming back to the Eagles when they signed Slade back. Why wouldn't he want to come back here when, I could see if we didn't have any of these guys retained and it was brand new defense, we traded and got rid of everybody on our defense. Like I could definitely see that, him leaving, but he's looking over here like, what's going on? Like, he's not talking to any of these players. He definitely is, and trying to make his decision and getting the right deal for himself. Look, if he wants a 1-year deal for, a good amount of money, a nice immediate, type of money and with some incentives involved, I think you could get something done here. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this news from the Chauncey Gardner-Johnson situation and honestly the Isaac Seumalo situation. Do you think Cam Jurgens is ready for right guard? You guys let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. SHAKESQUAD up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.